I was thinking about how I could exploit the top 25 format in a way that hasn't been done before on YouTube, which is getting increasingly harder by the day. And I decided to be a little lazy about it, and I was going to just use an RNG on my rankings and just rank the coasters that were randomly chosen by a random number generator and rank them. But then I decided there was a more fun and lazier way I could do this, so I went back to my trusty piece of shit friend ChatGPT, making another visit on my channel after two very bad performances a couple months ago. And I asked it to list me 25 roller coasters from 25 different amusement parks. It did not do a good job. It started off good. It said Millennium Forest, Cedar Point, El Toro, Six Flags Great Adventure, Twisted Colossus, Six Flags Magic Mountain, and then when I got to number 4, Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. 2 coasters from Cedar Point. It already fucked up. And then it gave the usual suspects: Fury 325, Maverick, Twisted Cyclone, King Dakar, da 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 da. Wicked Cyclone, Banshee, X2, Valraven, The Void, Superman the Ride, Raptor, The Beast, Mako, and Twisted Hoss, HOSS, at Silver Dollar City in Missouri is number 25. What the fuck is Twisted Hoss? I'm taking a screenshot of it in case anyone wants to ask, like, or wants to see, like, what it's doing if they don't believe me. So 24 real coasters where it didn't follow my fucking directions by, giving me different parks, and then Twisted Hoss. So then I decided to just reword my question, and I said, please tell me 25 different amusement parks and tell me the name of one major roller coaster from all 25 of them. I thought that would be clear enough, and it kind of gave me a better answer. Certainly, here's a list of 25 amusement parks along with the names of one major roller coaster from each. So I took the 25 things it gave me, and then I just quickly spent like 90 seconds ranking them. And this is my actual rankings for the ones I rode. And for like the 2 or 3 that I didn't ride, I already have like what I call the Coastoons rankings, when I basically rank things on my bucket list completely uninformed, not knowing what I'm talking about. However, I have a friend who's basically been on all of them, and we travel and stuff, and we tend to agree quite a lot on everything. So I'm using that kind of element as well in my rankings. Anyway, starting at number 25 is a mistake on ChatGPT's part right off the bat, and it's insane. Schlitterbahn Water Park in Texas is what it chose, which does not have roller coasters, and it said Verrucht or whatever. You know, the one in Kansas City, Schlitterbahn, that killed a poor 10-year-old boy? Yeah, first of all, it got the state wrong, and second of all, it's not a roller coaster, so that's my number 25, because what the fuck, ChatGPT? How'd you even come up with something that fucking dumb? Number 24 at Epcot is Test Track. Test Track is not a fucking roller coaster. Come on, man. Dude, anyway, starting on number 23 is actual real parks, and I can actually do something with that. Number 23 is Disneyland in California, Space Mountain. That reflects my number 130... No, even worse. It reflects my number 156 in my rankings out of 368. So that's my 23 in here. Number 22, The Great Escape, and it chose The Comet. Basically, almost all of my PTCs are ranked right next to each other in my 130s, so I'm assuming it'll be there, which means it's higher than Space Mountain, probably. Number 21, it chose Universal Studios Florida, and the coaster it chose was The Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is in my number 96. It's one of the most overrated B&Ms in the country, and people who are infatuated with it really just don't know how to think outside of the box, or can't travel to the actual good B&Ms. Sorry for that. Number 20, it chose Silverwood. Aftershock was the one it chose. I really haven't been on a giant inverted boomerang, so I had to kind of take my best guess with that. And I thought that it would be better than Incredible Hulk. And honestly, I'm almost certain it'll be in my rankings just because I'm feeling it. I don't know. I got nothing for you. I didn't ride the thing yet. Anyway, number 19, it chose Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and it chose Griffin. That's the best goddamn dive machine. The only one so far that even made my top 100 at all. Valraven and Sheikah didn't make that shit. Wait, Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhangers may be in the top 100, or like between 98 and 102. I don't feel like checking. But anyway, Griffin's the best of those. Until I ride, Yukon Striker, or whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, so number 18, it chose Hershey Park, and what a weird choice. It chose Fahrenheit. I mean, I love Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit's a great coaster, and Fahrenheit is number 86 in my rankings, so there it goes. Number 17, Six Flags Over Georgia, where it chose Goliath. Goliath is my third favorite B&M Hyper after Diamondback and Mako, and my number 54 overall. So it shows some pretty good shit in this thing. Anyway, love it. It's an amazing coaster and one of the few parks where the RMC is not the best coaster in the park. Not at all. Number 15, Silver Dollar City. It chose fucking Time Traveler. And Time Traveler is just a dreamy experience, and Mach Extreme Spinners, you really, there's nothing comparable. You have to get on it to understand. It looks like it'll make you nauseous and stuff, and no, it won't. I am, 4 days away. Let's fucking go from driving over to there, to there. Driving to Silver Dollar City to check out Time Traveler again. I'm really looking forward to that bullshit. Number 14, it chose Lagoon in Utah, Cannibal. In my co-students rankings, I put it basically in top 30. But not top 25. That's my guesstimate. Will it be right? Who knows? In general, my guesses aren't that wrong from where it ends up being actually, but hey, I don't know, and I've had a lot of surprises. Number 13, Kings Island. It chose Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers, I want to just tell you Kings Island employees, is not the best GCI. I'm sorry. It is a great ride, but Prowler is better. And I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It is my number 29. Number 12, it chose Knoebels and Phoenix, which is one of the best treats in the United States. Nothing quite like it. A PTC that is actually fucking phenomenal rather than great. I love it. Top 25. Yep, still top 25. Number 25 for me. Love it to death. Everyone needs to go to Knoebels to ride that motherfucker. Number 11, it chose King's Dominion and Twisted Timbers, number 23 for me. I think it's the most marathonable RMC out of all of them. It is a real freaking treat to ride. I love that thing. You can never get tired on it. Usually has enthusiast ride operators. The weight's not so horrible. Great ride all around. Number 10, Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it chose Twisted Colossus. So you can see this is really stacked on what it chose for these parks for it to be there, because Twisted Colossus is my number 14 overall, and number 10 in this. So that's basically reflecting the fact that I got perfect rides where it was dueling every time in the 60s at night, where I never got out of my seat, and I hit it off with a girl who was marathoning it with me. I mean, the memories were pretty wild. So I don't think I'm ever going to get a session on Twisted Colossus that matches that, but I rank coasters based on my best experiences with them, so there you go. Number 9, Six Flags New England, where it chose Wicked Cyclone. I can't quite offer my opinion on that yet. I'm going in June 2024, I want to say. My phone just beeped, and you're going to hear it in the video, and I'm not editing it. And I just guesstimated that it's going to fall right there, close to my top 10, but not quite. Number 8, Carowinds and it chose Fury 325, Carowinds. I just got 7 fresh re-rides on it a couple months ago, front row half the times. It's unquestionably the king of B&Ms. Nothing even comes close. And it is my number 13 overall. Number 7, Kennywood, Phantom's Revenge. Yet another one, June 2024. I'm gonna hit Pennsylvania, New England, all of the Northeast, all of that good stuff. And my friend who I travel with has ridden it, and we tend to agree on arrows and stuff a lot. So, and he has it in his top 10. So I'm expecting to love the shit out of it and to like it more than Skyrush, which is currently my favorite coaster in Pennsylvania. So, woohoo! Number 6 is Cedar Point, where it chose Millennium Force, which is my second favorite coaster at the point. It is my number 10 overall. Once upon a time, it was my number 1 overall, but then I decided to travel and get into more debt and ride a lot more coasters. It's a dream come true, and I'm forever gonna love it. And people who complain about it being forceless are assholes, and you need to shut the fuck up. All right, man. Number 5, it chose Knott's Berry Farm, and it chose Ghost Rider. My number 8 overall. Ghost Rider is an absolute freaking monster powerhouse. It has everything you want. It's dramatically long. It's wonderful. The only thing that sucks is having to wait. But my only time at Knott's Berry Farm, I got 13 rides on it in 2 days. So I got lucky. I got the best experience I could get with it, and it's just a monster. I love it so much. Number 4, Six Flags Great Adventure, where it chose El Toro. I haven't ridden it in 3 years. Last time I rode it, I think that's when I caught COVID in 2020 when I was riding El Toro in King de Ka. Well, I'm gonna give it another ride next year, June 2024, just like I said with all the other stuff, and I'll give an updated opinion on that, but for right now, El Toro is my number 7 overall, and I love the shit out of that ejector machine, and I cannot wait to have it kick my ass on more rides soon. Fuck yeah. Number 3, it chose Dollywood and Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod probably has the most picturesque backdrop on an ultra thrilling ride I've ever been on. I'm sure there's comparable stuff over in Europe and Japan, but here I think nothing really touches the views of Dollywood and Silver Dollar City, and Lightning Rod is the most monstrous coupled with beauty thing of all of them. And even when they nerf it with the not, launch, whatever the fuck, I'm thinking it'll still be in my top 10 because it's just such a different, wonderful, dreamy son of a bitch. Lightning Rod freaking kicks ass, and I totally understand why Canopy calls it his number 1 because it's that good. I think that number 2 is Lake Compounce with Boulder Dash. Boulder Dash and Intimidator 305 are my 2 top bucket list coasters in the United States, and the only ones that I think can still make my top 5. And my top 5 right now is Hades 360, Iron Gwazi, Steel Vengeance X2, and The Voyage. My friend Colson, we are wood coaster connoisseurs. I know everything about Boulder Dash, and it just made his number 3 out of like 500 something. So I'm expecting top 5 out of it, and I cannot wait. And it will be part of my trip next summer. Oh my fucking goodness. Finally, I'm gonna check off all these amazing things that I haven't done yet in the US so I can finish it up and do Europe and Japan later. Fuck yeah, I can't wait to ride Boulder Dash, especially at night. Number 1, it chose Holiday World, and I mean, for the 20th time on this channel, let's talk about The Voyage. It chose The Voyage. The Voyage is my favorite coaster overall. It's the trimless night rides and Hollywood Nights are some of the most memorable moments of my entire life, not just coaster traveling and stuff. And I'm hearing rumors that Gravity Group might be doing some work to make trimless permanent. Man, I don't want to gatekeep. Like right now, there's only 2 nights a year, and you have to be in a coaster club to even ride it trimless, where it doesn't slow you down at the top of the hill, making it go 1.25x speed down the hill. I want everyone to be able to experience that, and if there's a rumor that now everyone may be able to get that, if so, holy shit, it's going to be the number 1 for so many people so fast, just like it is for me. The Voyage, best coaster ever, with the only coasters I think left in the world that have a chance of dethroning it that have been built so far are T-Express, Wood Coaster, and Asia Nika. I don't think there's anything else in the world right now that can touch it. But hey, I'm looking forward to the future where I'm assuming something eventually will, especially if you give Gravity Group more money. Motherfuckers, pay Gravity Group more. Thank you.